war headlines are still coming in. Oil is moving higher, gold is pushing up again, and markets feel nervous. Bitcoin tried to move up earlier this week, but today it gave it back. It ran liquidity above 70k and now it's pulling back. So the question is, are we just stuck in a range or is something bigger building? Let's get into it. What's up guys? Welcome back. Quick reminder, this is not a financial advice. I'm just sharing my personal analysis and how I'm navigated this market. Alright, let's start with the headlines. When you look at the news today, one thing is clear. Geopolitical tension is still elevated. Nothing has been resolved. No clear de-escalation. No real stability. And the market reaction, oil prices are rising again. When oil moves up during geopolitical tension, that usually means the market is pricing in risk. It's not random. It reflects fear of supply disruption, instability, and uncertainty. Now let's look at gold. Gold is also pushing higher, and gold moving up tells you something important. Investors are looking for safety. When money flows into gold, it usually means risk appetite is dropping. So think about this combination. Oil up, gold up, war uncertainty still active. That's not exactly a risk-on environment, and crypto, especially altcoins, are risk assets. That's why we have to be careful. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Earlier this week, Bitcoin pushed higher. It looked like momentum was building. But today, price pulled back toward last week's levels. And here is the key move. Bitcoin swept liquidity above $70,000. That breakout about 70k, that was a liquidity grab. After that move, price faded. Zooming out, Bitcoin is still trading inside the same range I have been talking about, 60k to 72k. That's the box. So guys, every time we approach the top, we see rejection. Every time we approach the bottom, buyers step in. This is not a strong trend market. It's a range market. And in a range market, you trade differently. Sometimes I short, sometimes I long. If I can take 4 to 5%, I take it. Because the goal right now isn't hero trade. The last year has been tough for a lot of people in the crypto. Many traders lost capital. So for me, it's survivor mode, rebuilding mode, protect the wallet mode. Personally, I think we could see move towards 62,000. That's just my read on the structure, not a prediction, not a financial advice. If price drops into that area, I'm considering opening small long position, small, because in this environment anything can happen. One headline changes everything. And speaking of headlines, if any negative news comes out from President Trump, this market could react fast, especially altcoins. We have seen how sensitive they are. In a fragile macro environment where oil and gold are rising, in any negative surprise could easily trigger 10% drops in altcoins. Not because the project changed overnight, but because liquidity is thin and fear spread fast. Now let's talk about a couple names. Asta. I don't love the structure right now. Momentum is weak, volume is low. But if it drops toward 59 cents, that's where I get interested. In low volume markets, price often dips lower just to grab liquidity. That flash could create opportunity. But only at that level. Now hype. If it pulls back toward $26, I'm watching it closely. Structurally, it looks stronger than many alts right now. But again, I don't chase. If price comes to my level, I'm gonna act. If not, I'm gonna wait. Let's zoom out one more time. Bitcoin is stuck in a range. That tells me one thing. This is not a clear trend environment. It's a tactical. Until we break above 72k or lose 60k decisively, we are just moving inside a box. So my strategy is simple. Small size, Quick profits, no emotional attachment, respect the range. And quick recap. War headlines continue. Oil is climbing. Gold is moving higher. Bitcoin grabbed liquidity about 70k and pulled back. We are still inside 60k, 72k. I'm watching 62k for a possible small long, and any major headline could move this market fast. As always, this is just my personal view. Do your own research, manage your risk. And remember, in this market, survival comes before profits. I'll see you in the next one.